This video will discuss the use of cell references in a formula, as well as the use of something called a fill handle to copy formulas from one cell to another. So we have our spreadsheet from before, and what we want to do is we want to calculate the difference between the value in B9 and the value in B17. Now, if you take a look at the formula bar up at the top, you can notice that in B17 there's a whole bunch of cells that are being pointed to in that cell. But what cell references are is just simply the address of a cell, its column and then row address. And you can, even if you have a whole bunch of cells being referenced in one cell, you just have to point to that one address, that one cell reference, and it gets everything that was in that was used to make that cell. So we click first on B18, and we can start our formula by typing an equal sign. And we can either, like we were talking about before, either just simply type B9 minus B17 to get our value. But like we said, we're going to use something called a cell reference, and what we're going to do, we're going to go up to B9, click on B9, and you see that in the formula bar, the cell address B9 was immediately added to the formula. We want to find the difference between B9 and B17, so that means we're going to subtract. We put in a minus sign, and then we click B17. Now for right now, take a look and see that each of these two cells has a different color given to it. B9 is in blue and B17 is in green. This is simply so that you would be able to keep track of what cells are involved in your formula. I'm going to hit return right now, and we get the result of our calculation. But if I select B18 again, you look in our formula bar up at the top, and you see that the cells are still being referred to. I did not simply type in 1800. I'm using the cell references. In the next video, we'll discuss what happens when you change values in a cell. So now we want to copy this formula to C18. We can simply type in again. We can use cell references again, like we did in B18. But what we're going to actually do is copy this formula, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see this. This cell at the lower right hand corner. The lower right hand corner. You see a little box in that cell. Now this is what's called the fill handle. So I'm going to move my cursor over that fill handle, and you notice that it changes to a plus sign. If I click and drag that fill handle over, you see that the next cell gets what looks like a dashed black outline. If I let go of it, that cell now has its own calculated result. And when I just simply select that that cell, you see in the formula bar that it copied the same formula as before, only this time it's using column C instead of column B. So it's saying C9 minus C17. We'll continue how to use this fill handle, as well as formatting the results and what can happen to your results as you change values in cells in the next video.